name's Talene McCarthy. If you haven't had yoga with me before, I am so honored that you jumped on to join me this morning. Since we're all in our own spaces, wanted to tell you that you could grab a few props to help yourselves out throughout the class. I personally don't have any blocks with me, but I've been using my mom's library books as my props. So if you don't have blocks either, books are always good, even a chair. Also a strap. We might be doing gratitude pose with bound arms, see where the flow goes. If you don't have a strap, long socks typically help, or even a shirt, a t-shirt that has a little stability in it so it doesn't stretch too much. And then of course you can grab some pillows, maybe some sofa pillows. Those are always nice in Shavasana. They're also nice to start with if you want to come into a supported pose of some sort, restorative. Okay. Good morning. Let's get started. So I'm going to ask you to start in seated today. Now, of course, if that doesn't resonate with you, my class is all about options. I want you to tune in with what does resonate for you. So sitting up nice and tall, feeling your sit bones rooting, firming your belly towards your spine, and then literally lift through your sternum and draw length through the side of your neck as if your ears are drawing away from your shoulders. And then roll your shoulders up to your ears and down your back a few times, just softening them out, releasing any tension that you might be carrying up in the neck and the upper back. Good. Connect it with a nice full breath in and a long breath out. Good. And then what would it feel like to reverse that? Maybe a little awkward. Try drawing your elbows a little wider and create little circles with your elbows to help facilitate that forward rotation. Again, connect it with breath. Full inhale. And a long exhale. Good. Reaching your arms high, stretch through the side body. Feel from the hip through the armpit extend, and from the armpit through the fingers as you rotate your pinkies in and your thumbs out. That'll help the shoulders soften down. Now lift up as you root down. Carry it with a few breaths. Feel the extension. Maybe you stretch through one side and then the other. Good. And releasing your right hand to the mat, lift through your left arm and draw a little bit more stretch through the side body, feeling the rib cage expand. And a gentle rotation of your left ribs towards the ceiling or the sky. Stay for a big breath in and release. Good. Back through center, sweep high. Keep the length in the spine, the lift through the sternum, and then take it to the other side. Just a gentle opening through the side body. We're not in our usual routines, and I don't know about you, but my body needs a little bit more stretching before I get to flowing. Take another full breath and release. Good. One time through center, big inhale. Take it to the right. Nice side stretch here. Lengthen up through the sternum. Rotate from your back ribs to your back hand. More so than the neck and the shoulders. That'll help to work into the thoracic spine. Good. Reach back through center on the inhale and exhale to the other side. Feel your sit bones grounding you. And from there, draw belly in, sternum up, lift up through your ears. With all the length, can you create a little more rotation from the ribs to the back hand? Good. One more big inhale through center. Let's take it with breath. Exhale to the right. Inhale through center. Exhale to the left. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Good. One more time through center. Take it to the right. And then cross opposite hand to opposite knee. Let your hand come behind you. And then create a little bit more length and rotation. Please don't force it. Good. Back through center with an inhale. Again, cross opposite hand to opposite knee. Root down through the back hand, through the sit bones, and lift up. Rotating from the ribs. Good. Nice big breath in through center. Exhale, hands to heart center. Good. Now I'm going to move back a little bit more so you can see my feet. Drawing the soles of your feet together, Baddha Konasana. Now, if your hips are tight, draw your heels a little further forward so you create a diamond shape. Otherwise, draw them in as much as you can. letting the knees soften towards the floor. Firm the belly to the spine. Again, lift through the sternum, soften your shoulders down your back. Take a nice big breath in. And a long breath out. Good. 2 more. One more lift. Bring your hands behind you. Extend your legs long. Press out through the heels and squeeze in and up through the kneecaps to the thighs. Press the back thighs to the floor. So much so that your heels might actually come off the floor. Still firming belly to spine, sternum lifting. A few breaths here. Feel the stretch in the backs of the legs, the length of the spine. One big inhale. And then exhale back into Baddha Konasana. Let's take that with some dynamic movement. Big inhale. Long exhale, open into your wide-legged stretch. Press through the thighs, extend through the heels. Bring it back into Baddha Konasana. Sit up nice and tall. Big inhale. Long exhale, open. Stretch out, lengthen out. Let's take that one more step. Full breath in. Sit up nice and tall. Long breath out. Extend and stretch out. As you bring it back into Baddha Konasana this time, bring your right foot in front of your left foot. So it's not crisscross applesauce, but you're actually staggering one foot in front of the other. But from belly to spine, and then walk your hands forward. The tendency is here to want to round the back because your hamstrings are going to start feeling this, the size of your glutes and your IT bands. Stay long through the sternum, draw it towards the camera, and soften through the shoulders, a slight squeeze of the shoulder blades, forming belly to spine. So you're still engaging your abdominals as you work a little further forward and soften a little closer to the mat. Please don't force this. You might feel that the sit bones are starting to roll up, so press them down as you firm the belly up. Breathing here for 3, 2, good. One more big breath in and walk it back in. Good. Switching sides. Opposite shin in front of the opposite leg. And then firm belly to spine. And again, take it at your pace. As you'll notice, one side is definitely a little looser than the other. Firm belly to spine. Really roll this tailbone down towards the mat as you still extend through the sternum, slight squeeze of the shoulder blades. Breathe into the stretch here for 3, 2, nice full breath, inhale. Exhale, walk your hands back in. Good. Cross your feet under you, planting your hands under your shoulders, knees, hips width. As you take a full breath into cow, lift your heart, lift your hands. Exhale, round it out. Press through the palms, suck up through the belly, tuck tailbone and chin. Take that a few more times at your own pace. Notice where your body is holding tension. Where your body is holding tension. And maybe create some other movements. Mine is typically in my low back, so really stretching my hips to one heel and then to another gives my back the opportunity to release the tension. Of course, if you're carrying it in the neck, you might want to take some neck rolls. There is strength in knowing that letting go and letting this be enough is enough. We will flow. It will get harder. It'll get stronger. But there is benefit to just allowing ourselves to settle into our bodies. All right. Coming back to neutral. Firm your belly and your ribs to your spine so you're actually supporting the spine. And move your hands so they're directly under the shoulders, giving you maximum stability. Then extend your right leg and your left arm. Right leg and left arm. Good. So from here, the leg lifting behind you is going to be in line with the hip. If you overlift it, it's going to force the ribs to drop out. Good. Reach through your fingers, press through your heel, dialing the pinky toe down. You're parallel to the floor. I really want to press through the hand that's rooted and lift up out of the shoulders. Press through the knee that's rooted and firm your glute into midline. Firm your belly up. Feel that you're giving yourselves more support on the backside as you lengthen and lighten with breath for last 3, 2. Good. One more reach. And release hand to the mat, ball of the foot to the back of the mat, rock it forward and back. And I'm actually going to turn my mat sideways so you can see what's going on with my back leg. I know when I'm facing the camera, it's difficult to see. If at some point you can't hear me as well, please let me know. All right. From here, keep the ball of your right foot rooted. Lift your left knee to your chest. So core stretch right away. Good. Send it up and back. Three-legged dog. Nice big stretch. Exhale, knee to the nose. One more time. Three-legged. Knee to the nose. Pause. Press through the hands. Lift the knee closer to your chest. Step it up, runner's lunge. So knee over ankle as you lengthen your sternum. Notice how my back was rounded. I drew my sternum forward and slight squeeze of the shoulder blades. They should stay in line with the bent knee. Now tap the knee to the mat and lift it back up. Tap the knee, feel the hip flex stretch, and then lift it back up. 3 more. 2. Good. 1 more, release the knee to the mat, uncurl the back toes. Drag your front heel in towards your back thigh, squeezing in and firming in, and lift up from that stability. Draw length through the sternum, reach through the fingers, big reach. Exhale, elbows draw down and back. Inhale, reach. Exhale, draw down and back. Feel the whole front body expand with the breath in, lengthen. Breath out, hold here. Full extension on your inhale. Challenge here without touching down. Can you curl your right toes under? Fire up your right thigh and find this diagonal reach. Yes. And inhale. Hand to the mat, right hand roots, left hand lifts, rotating from your ribs, more so than the low back or the neck and shoulders. Rotating from your ribs, more so than the low back or the neck and shoulders. One big stretch and release. Step it back, downward facing dog. Walk it out. Nice full breath in. Long breath out. Your hamstrings should feel a little bit looser here. Don't be afraid to bend both knees and draw your hip bones away from your armpits. Good. Carry that into high plank. Strong. Arms. Long spine. 5. Maybe you rock it forward and back a little bit. Feeling the soles of the feet stretching out. Still engaging the backside from the underside. 1 more full breath in through center. Elbows tight to the ribs, lower all the way down. Baby cobra. Press through the tops of the feet, firm the thighs. Squeeze your glutes. And engage your belly to your spine as you lift through your sternum. The hands should actually be able to hover, lifting by length and breath for 3. 2. 1 big inhale. And release. Good. Hands and knees to the mat. Stretch it down and back. Child's pose. Take a long breath in. This time it's left leg, right arm extending. Firming belly and ribs. Again, notice the back leg. You don't want to overlift. Keep it in line with the hip. That's the maximum weighted area. Press down through the hand and the knee to lift up out of the shoulder and hip. Press down through the hand and the knee to lift up out of the shoulder and hip. And in the core, in the low back as well. Feeling that you're building some heat. Last 3. This is as much lead. Does a lot of work. We have 1/4 of our body's bones just in our feet. Isn't that amazing? I find it to be amazing. All right. Root to the ball of the left foot. Draw your right knee to your chest. Send it up and back. 3-legged dog. Back ground. Lift the knee. Step forward, runner's lunge. And then check your alignment. Are you feeling that you're bending your knee and really drooping? Can you firm and release? Good. This time, tap your left knee down, uncurl your left toes. And as you invert the spine, reach high. Exhale, open it up. Lift it up. Draw it down and back. Inhale. Exhale. Good. Hold in here. Lift up with a full inhale. Look forward. Curl your left toes under. Fire it up. You've got core, belly, and thigh working together. Lengthen out, release your hand to the mat. Maybe left hand to a book or a block. Good. For 3, down dog. Once again, walk it out, reset. Spread your fingers wide, engage your knuckles, as if your hands are opening jars. The right hand to the right, left hand slightly to the left. Now as the arms get longer from your upper arms in, from your belly to your spine, feel the hip bones move away from the armpits. Good. With that lift, carry it back into high plank. Strong belly, loose thighs. That touch that you stabilize through center. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Full lengthening inhale. Elbows tight to the ribs, lower all the way down. Good. Uncurl the toes. This time it's your choice. Baby cobra. You could bring it up into a full belly, glutes and thighs are still engaged. Lengthen your sternum forward. Press the hands down. Lift up through the side body, through the side neck. Full reach through the toes. From belly strength, up and back, downward facing dog. Take a breath. Oh, clear it away. Inhale. Long exhale. One more. Good. All right, bend the knees, look to the hands for your step forward. Feet hips width gives the lumbar a little more breathing room. Take a half lift, hands to the shoulders. Firm belly to spine. Lengthen through sternum. Keep this length. Drop down into low sphere. Hinge at the reach your arms forward. Exhale all the way back down. Big reach. Exhale all the way back down. Low sphere. Let's do that again. Inhale. Exhale. Root to rise. High to low. Full breath in. Lift your sternum. Firm your thighs. Empty downward facing. Take a breath. Open mouth. Clear it away. Big inhale. Long exhale. Right leg high. Inhale. Exhale. Place your hands at the right foot steps back. Runner's lunge on the left side. Nice side twist. And release. High to low. Inhale. Feel your hands rooting. Your arms lengthening. Give yourself support in the hip area. Thighs and belly engaged. And then soften around the edges. Left leg lifts. Knee to the nose. Runner's lunge. Firm the belly. Firm the thighs. Reach. Root to rise. Let's take this with breath. Low sphere. Big inhale. Exhale. Plant the hands. Left foot steps back. Side twist. Release. High plank. Exhale. High to heart. Open. Lift up. Runner's lunge. Firm belly. Foot back. Runner's lunge. Side plank. Big inhale. Long exhale. High to low. You can left side. Runner's lunge. Firm back. Root to rise. Big inhale. Exhale. Hands to heart center. And pause. Hopefully yours is as well. It's good. Good way to detox. Take a nice full breath. Clear it out. In. Out. Good. One more time. We're going to bring it back down into your low sphere. Firm your belly and your ribs in. Keep the spine supported. Listen up. This is important. Coming into warrior 3. Clasp your hands together. Extend the pointer fingers. And firm those upper arms in towards one another. Pinky toe down. Now, once you get there, lower your torso. Firm your belly. Breathe length from the heel through the fingers. Slowly rise up, knee to chest, arms high. Press the ground, lift up. Exhale, back into warrior 3. You can always bring your hand to heart center. Up, big inhale. Got it. Exhale, back into warrior 3. Last time on this side. Good. Come all the way back up, big inhale. And release. Stretch high. Bring it low. Steep belly, clasp the hands, rooting through the right side, left leg lifts. Slowly extend without losing the belly, glute, or thigh engagement. Now press through the right foot, lengthen through the left. Lower your torso any bit more, get parallel to the floor. Slowly rise up, knee to chest. Press the ground, lift the heart, reach up. Exhale, back into warrior 3. Again, you can always bring hands to heart center. Press that left leg long. Slowly rise up, knee to chest. Use a lot of breath here. It's not just muscle strength. Getting out of your head. Swing. Maybe crown of the head hanging. Good. Now we're going to work a little bit more into arms today. I want to practice a little bit of balances. If you know crow pose, go for it. For those of you that aren't comfortable with doing crow, don't worry. It's not all coming together at once for any of us. Let's practice. So grab your blocks or your books and use that to perch on like a bird. Bring the balls of your feet onto that elevated surface. Good, and squat down. Now your arms have to extend long. Your hands need to spread wide. Your hands are your balancing point. So really grip them out with the knuckles as well. Now, as you lean forward, you're lifting your hips. Don't be afraid to do that. Your arms are strong enough. You've done enough chaturangas in your life that you can really press through the hands and support your upper body. Now, here's the thing. Hug your elbows in towards one another, creating little shelves. And you'll notice that as you rock forward until the elbows are over the wrists, your knees naturally land right at the backs of your elbows. Here's the thing. Your head can't look down. You have to look forward and lift through your sternum, lift, engage through your belly, and then eventually lift through your heels, hugging them tight towards your glutes. And breathing here for 3, 2, good. Exhale, high. Reset. Physically, mentally. Find your breath. Good. Move your props out of the way. This time the right leg lifts, bending your right knee, opening up the hip. Keep your shoulders square, hands evenly rooted. Look to your right hand and step forward into your warrior 1. Right foot rooting, left heel spinning down. Now warrior 1, don't be afraid to step your feet a little wider, maybe a little closer, so that you find that you have more stability for the hip rotation, squaring it. Sinking into it. Now squeeze your glutes, engage your belly, and reach high. Just like as we did in the beginning in low lunge, as you lift up, lengthen out of the low back, as you draw down and back, open up through the ribs. Big inhale. Exhale. One more time. Big reach. This time as you draw down and back, bind your hands. Lengthen the knuckles down your back, lift your sternum. Keep lengthening your spine. As your sternum draws forward and down, humble your warrior. Take a breath to jut out. Firm this right hip to the back of your mat. Draw both hips back and root through the left heel. Let the head get heavy. Good. Take a full breath. And release. Sweep high. Fly into airplane this time. So this is different than warrior 3. As you stand up and you lengthen through your left leg, it's a gentle lift of your sternum, basically a baby cobra in midair. Good. Reach through the arms. Bring your hands to heart center. Make this a standing leg split. Now you can keep the hands at heart center. You want to bring your hands down for a little more stability. You really have to press through the right foot and lengthen through the left leg. Both feet have to work together so the back doesn't take the pressure. Take one big breath in and release into runner's lunge. Good. Rise up into crescent. Take a high twist to the right. Now here's some dynamic movement here. Straight forward and down. Take your breath. Arrive. And then take your breath. Arrive. And then re-engage that left hip into the midline. Shift your hips to the back of your mat. Root the right foot down. And then let go once again through the head. We've all been practicing being humble. We're typically strong people and we remain strong. It's okay to let go sometimes, to know that we can't always control everything. And we find what does give us our stability, our support. Releasing the hands, sweep the arms high, take a big breath. Fly into airplane. Be mindful that you're rotating your right hip down, your right toes down. Your hips should be square to the mat. So use your hands at your hips to make sure that you're maintaining the square. And then firm your belly and your ribs. Reach back through your shoulders into your fingers, palms down. Feel your sternum roll up. Good. Airplane. Runner's lunge to crescent. Big reach. Inhale. High twist. Reverse. Release warrior two. Reverse your warrior. Side angle. Release into runners. Step and back. Three-legged. Big inhale. Long exhale. Downward facing dog. Take a minute. And release. Give yourself some love, child's pose. Wagging your hips a little side to side might relieve the low back. You're feeling it in the neck. Just soften your elbows, plant your forehead, and rock your forehead a little side to side. Slow the breath. Clear it out. The practice of power yoga is to physically create some strain and stress in the body. And from feeling that, noticing that, the breath allows us to clear it out. The physical, the mental, the emotional. Good. All right, slowly work your way back into downward facing dog. Let's create a little bit of a twist sequence here. Right leg lifts with a big stretch on your inhale. High plank, knee to the nose, abdominals first. Knee lifts high to the right elbow. Now, if you want to hold it here for 3, that's option 1. Option 2 is to lower elbow. And then the last option might be to do a balance. Lower your left elbow to your left rib, right knee to right elbow, and then extend, basically kissing the floor. Send it up and back, three-legged dog. Rotate to the right, tap your left elbow to your right thigh, and come back up. Tap and lift. Tap and lift. Good. Tap and lift. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 more. And now settle here. Hold in your twist. Lengthen through your sternum. Rotate from your ribs. You're welcome to keep your hands here. Spread your arms wide. Find your variation, but create a lot of length. Good. And release into your runner's lunge. Toe heel your right foot to the edge. Finding lizard lunge. Now, for those that want a little bit more, before you come into lizard, you can always bring your right hand under your right thigh and extend your left arm in the opposite direction. A little bit of an airplane here. Next choice, mind it behind you. Now, you need to still lengthen through your sternum and lift through your sternum. Engaging belly, glutes, and thighs still. And then when you've given that a try, go ahead and find your lazy lizard. Forearms to blocks or the mat. Good. I love that you guys are liking the variety. Hopefully you can still hear me. I'm puffing too. It's hard to be out of our routine and still find our way to our mats, but it doesn't matter how pretty or ugly it is, how much we can control our breathing and find our reset. This is what it's about. Good. Now find your way into your palms with a little bit of a spinal twist here. Right arm extending back towards your left toes, rotating from your ribs. If you find that your hips are tight, books here or block under your left hand will give you a few extra inches to make that rotation. Of course, the left elbow, here's your choices. Hold it. Drop it to the wrist and back up to the elbow 3 times, or come into your balance. Grab knee to the left elbow, and then kiss the floor. Good. Up and back, 3-legged. Knee to the right elbow. Again, hold it, lower and lift 3 times, or send it through. Shoot your start. Pressing both heels, firming both thighs. Lift up through the right ribs. And maybe that left leg hovers. You can also bind it. 3, 2, 1. Release, 3-legged dog. Good. Runner's lunge with a reach of the arms. Diagonal lunge. Hands to heart center. If you need more stability, step the back foot wider and shorter. Firm your belly to your spine. Take a high twist. Now tap and lift. Tap and lift. Still rotate from the left ribs. Good. This is working to your obliques. Tap and lift. Still firm through your right thigh. Engage through your glutes and your belly. Last 5, 4, 3, 2. Beautiful. Release all the way back around. Find your way into a 3-legged dog. Move your props out of the way. 3-legged dog with a bent knee. Flip your dog. Or find reverse tabletop. Press, lift, lengthen, and breathe. 3, 2, 1. Big inhale. Good. Back around, down dog. Take it into your high plank, but stay long here, firm here, and then side plank. Find your variation. It could be the leg hovering. It could even be a foot in front, pressing down